I like this, but I don't like it because I like missing the math part.
Are we good to go? Yeah. I can Are we good, Lynn? Is everybody here?
Yeah, I'm getting tired.
Detour.
He has a closing remark that we're going to get started.
We're going to go on, yep. Just, Angela, just save him. Just save him. And tell her I'm going to cue the music.
Oh my God! There's no highest number. It's not 50 people that can be accepted into the high. It's not 50 people and no one is like some people would have to spring. Some other people would have to sit here. Most of the people would have to sit here. What is that blue noise?
I close my eyes and I can see a world that's waiting up for me that I call my own. Through the dark, through the door, through where no one's been before, but it feels like home. They could say it all sounds crazy. They could say I've lost my mind. I don't care. We can live in a world that we design. 'Cause every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. A million dreams for the world we're gonna make. There's a house we can build. Every room inside is filled with things from far away.
Thank you all for coming out today to celebrate the accomplishments of our wonderful fifth graders. They have achieved so much here at Smith, and we cannot wait to see what the future holds for all of them. Without further ado, I would like to introduce Mia Gonzalez to the podium for our welcome address.
Hi, my name is Mia Gonzalez. Thank you for coming to celebrate our last few days. Oh wait, hold on. Thank you for coming to our fifth grade celebration for 2021. We all have wonderful memories from all our years at Smith, and we appreciate you coming today. This year has been hard for us all, and I am so glad you are coming today. This year has been hard for us all, and I'm so glad we made it through this year. We made new friends and went through many things together. Our teachers, Miss Ayub, Miss Barrett, Miss Cornine, and Miss Nettie, have educated us and prepared us for middle school. We've worked very hard in preparation for middle school. I wish everyone good luck for middle school. But before we start, I would like to say a quote by Dr. Seuss. You have brains in your head, You have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself any direction you choose. Thank you all for coming to celebrate our last day of 5th grade.
Thank you, Mia. Good morning, everyone. I'll take this mic off. I promise I won't sing. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Teresa Giolito, and I'm the proud principal of Smith STEM School. And I'd like to welcome you to our 5th grade celebrations. A special welcome to our students who are sitting over to my right, to all of the families and all of our friends who are here to celebrate this very special occasion. For those of you who don't know, we are live streaming this performance, so you can access it on YouTube forever and ever. When you get home, you can watch. I truly can't believe that tomorrow is the last day of this school year. And what a year it has been. I'm not sure if I ever imagined a year where face masks and Purell and social distancing would be part of my everyday vocabulary, but it has become part of our everyday vocabulary here at school. I'm sure, just like you and me, your parents are ready for a little bit of time off. The end of the school year is always a time where I do some very deep reflection. And as I reflect back on this very unusual year, I'm very proud and very grateful for the way that our teachers and our students persevered. While it was a year with many challenges, or as I often tell my teachers, learning opportunities, it was also an exciting year with much to celebrate. From day one, our teachers ensured that all of our students felt safe and cared for. We started the year way back in September, if you can all remember, in 2 tiny little hybrid groups. Remember the red group and the blue group? And many of our students started off the year remotely. Throughout the year, many students returned back to in-person school, and our 2 tiny little groups grew to 3 full 5th grade classes. I'm watching the banner over here, make sure that it doesn't blow over. You'll help me catch the tent if it blows over, right? Through all the changes that we endured this year, we continued to be resilient, flexible, and we took care of each other. Today, I'm happy to say that we've made it through to the end, and united, we are stronger than ever. I would like to take this opportunity to say a very special thank you to all our teachers. Many of them are standing here, many of them are inside. Although, thank you, you beat me to it. Although they were nervous themselves at the onset of this school year, they put their fears aside and they did what they needed to do to keep teaching and learning moving forward. They were a true source of calmness and hope in the midst of uncertainty for all of our kids. Their work this year has been truly remarkable. They have certainly proven their immeasurable worth to our school and to our community. So I would like us all, especially our students, to give a round of applause to our teachers to show our sincere appreciation. As I said before, it truly has been an extraordinary year. And I'm full of gratitude for our students who persisted through this unprecedented time. And I want to thank you, our parents and our caregivers, for trusting us with the great responsibility of educating your children and for being our true partners in their education. So we'd like to give a round of applause to your parents. It is during special moments like these that I realize how fortunate I am to be part of the Smith School community. And this is my 6th year, and these guys started kindergarten when I started here as the principal. So they hold a very special place in my heart. Today is a very exciting day filled with many mixed emotions as our students prepare to take the next step on their educational journey. I am confident that our students are prepared to take this next step. Now I have a few words for our amazing 5th graders. So parents, you don't need to listen because this is for them, but you're welcome to listen. As you approach this next chapter in your life, you will most likely face numerous decisions. Some of these decisions will be easy, and others will be extremely difficult. You have worked hard at Smith School to develop a strong moral compass, and that compass will guide you today and always. Think of it as your internal guiding system, your emotional GPS. Here are a few words of advice from me to all of you. Number 1, believe. Remember to believe in yourself. We have seen what you can achieve when you put your mind to it, and it is amazing. With commitment, hard work, and dedication, you will continue to achieve great things throughout your life. Number 2, work hard. Things will not always come easy for you. Don't let frustration get the best of you. Persevere and don't give up. Ask for help when you need it. The payoff in the end will be great. Number 3, be humble. Yes, you are smart. You are talented. You are athletic. You look pretty snazzy today. You are a lot of great things, but so are many other people. Be humble about your accomplishments and remember to compliment others in their accomplishments. You will be well respected and appreciated for your humble attitude. Number 4, I'm almost done. Smile. This may seem silly to you, but smiling is super important. And I know you're all wearing masks, but you could smile under your mask. I could tell by your eyes if you're smiling. Keeping a positive attitude will help you make new friends and feel good about yourself. You will be amazed at how much better the world looks, and you will be equally amazed at how the world looks at you when you have a smile on your face. Number 5, be respectful. Respect adults, your peers, your family, and most importantly, respect yourself. A respectful attitude tells a lot about who you are. Always be courteous. This kind of attitude will take you to great places. Get involved. Next year, when you move on to middle school, find activities that you are interested in. Don't worry if you're the only one in your friend group that is interested in joining that activity. If it's a sport or a club that interests you, join it. You are likely to meet new friends and share common interests who share common interests with you, and you will have fun along the way. In closing, 5th graders, you leave Smith School having learned a lot, but you have more learning to do in the years ahead. Be willing to keep learning from your teachers, from your parents, from your coaches, and from your friends. Maintain a positive attitude, a helpful disposition, a willingness to try new experiences. Keep reading. Be responsible. Clean your rooms. Practice your instruments. Be good to each other and keep smiling. I hope that you continue to be humble and kind and keep your ego in check. Always lead with your heart. Don't let the fear of failing stop you from pursuing your dreams. Instead, let your dreams take flight and enjoy the ride. We are so excited to see what is in store for you next. Remember that this is not a rehearsal for something else. This is it. This is your life. Have fun, work hard, and enjoy every single day. I wish you all the best in the years to come. Have a wonderful and safe summer, and don't forget to come back and visit. Thank you.
Thank you, Principal Giolito. That was wonderful. And now for the presentation of certificates. We ask that you please hold your applause until all students have received their certificates and have returned back to their seats. First row, you may please stand. Maria Clara Alves. In 15 to 20 years, Maria sees herself graduating from college to be an animator. She will use these skills to work as a creator on a TV show. She will learn to speak Japanese and travel with her cat Mimi. Once she is settled, Maria sees herself living happily in Tokyo with her cat. Maria also wishes to teach animation to others. She will accomplish this by creating a YouTube channel.
So not a wide shot.
Ansley Acoin. In 15 to 20 years, Ansley will have graduated from college with a journalism degree. She will travel the world reporting about nature and climate change. Ansley will live in New York with her husband, 2 children, and her chocolate lab, Brownie. During her free time, she will write children's books. If possible, she would like to be part of an orchestra as well. Chad Case. In 15 to 20 years, Chad sees himself graduating college and living close to his parents in a house. He will live with his pet German Shepherd. Chad is looking forward to driving his own car and getting his pilot's license so he can also fly planes. Olivia Cotto. In 15 to 20 years, Olivia will have graduated from college and will be working on her makeup business. After a year of living with her mom, she hopes to adopt a baby boy and work to build her dream house. She will be on a TV show, open up a restaurant to make more money to donate to a homeless shelter, as well as open up a school for kids who have medical conditions. Olivia will give her mom her dream job as a social worker and get a brand new car before getting married and adopting more kids. Andre Deloso. Ooh, excuse me. In 15 to 20 years, Andre sees himself graduating from Yale University with a bachelor's degree in biology. Andre will also help out at Tindahan City. When he is not helping out at the store, Andre will work as a scientist studying prehistory and evolution. He will live in West Hartford with his wife and son named Silas. Rui Gomes. In 15 to 20 years, Rui sees himself graduating from UConn with a PhD in veterinary science. He will be traveling the world to help animals and going places like Peru, Portugal, Mexico, and Los Angeles. He will travel with his wife and son named Luke. He will also have a German Shepherd named Bear and a Husky named Ace. He and his family will live in a regular-sized house in New York. First row, you may return back to your seats. Second row, please stand. Mia Gonzalez. In 15 to 20 years, Mia will have graduated college with a degree in teaching. While living in West Hartford, Mia will have 1 or 2 kids with a cute white puppy and maybe be married. Mia will travel with her family to Cuba once or twice a year. Mia will also make sure she and her brother stay in touch and will continue to hang out with her best friend. Eli Hayward. In 15 to 20 years, Eli will be coding and designing websites or games. In his spare time, he will play with his 3 dogs, Mango, Pineapple, and Orange. He will have 3 kids and be married and live in the forest. Each kid will care for one of the dogs, and all of them will like coding. Liederman Ibanez Rivas. In 15 to 20 years, Liederman sees himself graduating college to become an engineer. He will live in Los Angeles with his son, daughter, and husky named Max. He will also be a professional soccer player playing defense for an American team. In his free time, he will go on long walks with his family. Maddie Kaloran. In 15 to 20 years, Maddie sees himself graduating from UConn with a vet degree and having 4 pets, a Cocker Spaniel named Zeus, a tabby cat named Tom, a red factor canary named Jerry, and a cinnamon mitt named Tito. In Maddie's free time, they will play basketball and golf. Maddie will be living in New Hampshire with their cousin Chenzo. Edie Kidsman. In 15 to 20 years, Edie sees herself having graduated from the University of Washington and will have earned a master's degree in architecture and creative writing. Edie sees herself living in Seattle, Washington on a lake with her husband, 2 kids, and a corgi named Mozzarella. In her free time, she will write stories and read lots of good books. Edie will also go to exhilarating places with her friends. Sadie Last. In 15 to 20 years, Sadie sees herself graduating college and becoming a teacher for 4th or 5th grade. Sadie will live in Washington, D.C. with her husband, 2 to 3 kids, and a chihuahua named Sprinkles. In her free time, she may be writing fiction chapter books or graphic novels. She and her family will travel to Hawaii, Africa, and maybe even New Zealand. Second row, you may return to your seats. Third row, please stand. Mia Olaya Lazaro. In 15 to 20 years, Mia sees herself graduating from UConn, where her cousin graduated from. She will become a veterinarian and have 1 cat named Kylie. When she finishes college, she will move to Japan to work every evening in the Mochi Anime Library. Later, she will get married and have a son named Hiroto and a daughter named Kurumi. Then she will travel back to Peru and become a bit rich so she can help her family who lives there. Amelia Peterson. In 15 to 20 years, Amelia sees herself living in California. She will live with her baby girl named Lillian, her husband, her gray striped tabby cat named Piper, and black and white splashed cat named Tucker. Her job will be a teacher at a daycare. She hopes to have a successful career. James Reed. In 15 to 20 years, James will have graduated from Yale University with a master's degree in environmental health engineering. He will use his degree to get a job as an environmental health and safety specialist. He will live in Jay, Vermont with 2 cats named Rain and Roy and a dog named Plutonium. In his free time, he will play the bass and ski. He will regularly vacation in Canada in order to do things like whale watching, visit museums, and spend time in nature. Jakayla Roman. In 15 to 20 years, Jacayla will be a trial lawyer and will live in New York City, where she will prosecute important cases against criminals. In New York City, she will own her dream home where she will live with her dream dog, a pit bull or a Doberman Pinscher named Pat. Ben Romero Munn. In 15 to 20 years, Ben sees himself graduating from Yale University with degrees in aviation and history. Ben will also have several houses in Mexico, San Francisco, and West Hartford. He will live with his ferret named Argent, a vole named Tao, and a cat named Raptor. In Ben's free time, he will play guitar and draw. Noah Rosenthal. In 15 to 20 years, Noah will have graduated from the University of Connecticut. He will have a wife, 2 cats named Oliver and Null, and 2 children. He will still live in Connecticut. In his free time, he will travel to places like Paris and Spain with his family and cats. Third row, you may return back to your seats. Fourth row, please stand. Vitor Simão Mendes Nogueira. In 15 to 20 years, Vitor sees himself graduating college with a degree in chemistry and biochemistry. He will be married with 1 kid, either a boy named Daniel or a girl named Julia, with a golden retriever named Sunflare. He will be living in West Hartford, Connecticut, working as a scientist and doing live streams when he is not at work. He will be living in a regular-sized house and traveling the world with his wife and kid. He will be sure to keep in touch with his friends and family while he travels. Brian Swanson. In a period of 15 to 20 years, Brian sees himself having graduated from Yale University with his 4th PhD. He will be working at a law firm as a defense attorney with a salary of 6 figures a year, as well as having a side job as a comic artist for a major comic book company. He will own a large lake house in Quebec with as few neighbors as possible.
Well, I've met my pumpkin bears with photo.
Fourth row, you may return back to your seats. Let's give a big round of applause to the class of 2021. I would now like to welcome Edie Kitzman to the stage for a student reflection.
Hello, and good morning, everyone. Thank you for coming. My name is Edie. This is my 7th year at Smith, and I've been here since preschool. This year's 5th grade was probably one of the weirdest years I have ever had, with middle school prep to different concepts in class, and of course, COVID-19. But this year has also been one of the best. I'm over the moon for middle school, made amazing friendships, and had some of the best teachers ever. In past grades, I have learned many things, from reading, writing, and math, to kindness, empathy, and friendships. I remember in pre-K, we would go to our farm every month for field trips, and I would look at all the animals and stop and stare at every single blade of grass and tree. Almost every year, I have made a new friend, and I still have those friends to this day. If we are being honest here, I am very excited for middle school and all the new friends, teachers, and books. On my recent trip to Bristol, there was a cool library, nice teachers, and there are many different clubs to join. And now for the longest section of my speech, the thank yous. Thank you to my parents and Carolina for always supporting me in everything. Thank you to Miss Ayub and Miss Nettie for being my teachers in the hardest school year we have probably ever had. And thank you to my friends for helping me in everything.
I would now like to welcome Vitor Simao Mendez Noguera to the stage for our closing remarks.
Hello, my name is Vitor, and I would like to thank everyone for coming here today. Also, we would like to thank Ms. Giolito and our teachers, Ms. Nettie and Ms. Ayub, for making this possible. Also, a special thanks to Ms. Flanagan, our school secretary, for all her help behind the scenes. Please give them a round of applause. One other thing I wanted to say is thank you, Smith, for having me and making me appreciate everything that has happened through all of these years. Since this year is ending for us fifth graders, I'm extremely glad everyone came to this presentation. It really makes our hearts warm to have you all here today. Thank you and have a good afternoon.
Thank you, Vitor. Let's give it up one more time for the class of 2021. Thank you to all of you parents and family for coming out today. It means so much to our students. They really appreciate this and being able to send them off into middle school. We're so excited to see what the future holds for all of you. I know you will all do amazing. We invite you to join us for cake and photos. I believe Mrs. Schiffer has our cake over there, so right by the bus lane. You can join us for cake and take some nice pictures. We will dismiss students one row at a time to go see their families. First row, you may go. Second row. Third row. And fourth row. Thank you.